Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ercan Polat. I'm a senior Sitecore developer. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to use Sitecore Horizon version 9.3 and my first impression. So the overview of this tutorial is this. We will go over the resources. There are only a few of them. We will go over the release notes. This is very important. And we will demonstrate the functionality, which has page editor, simulator, and insights. Before we start, Sitecore Horizon is brand new and it's released with 9.3, and it doesn't come with Sitecore 9.3 installation, so you have to have a separate installation. And if you are curious, you can watch my video installing Sitecore Horizon version 9.3. This was my previous one. This is my channel. If you like my videos, please subscribe and share and like. So as I said, you have to install. This is the main documentation for Sitecore Horizon. When you click, you can, but don't get confused because some of this content or documentation is also related to Experience Editor and other stuff. And release notes are here. This is important because it tells what can you do with Page Editor, Simulator, and Insights, as well as supported environments and architectural information and limitations. We will come back to this. This is analytics. I will come back. So once you install Horizon, following my instructions, of course, Sitecore adds a menu item to Launchpad. So you can launch the site from here, or during the installation, you have to provide the URL. So you can access. This is really nice UI, and we'll come back to the UI again. But I want to show a few things. Horizon is a different website. So when you install, it installs a different website, and as I said, you can launch in two ways. Let's go back to our release notes. I want to start with architectural notes and limitations, and then we go to the future. So it uses Angular 7 point and utilizes Node.js, and you will see it's really nice UI. I don't know, it's I like it. It's nice and clean, modern UI, and it's fast, and it also has a GraphQL-based API backend. So different technologies that Sitecore uses, and it's new. So there are some limitations. There are certain things are not working, but Sitecore is very good to provide updates, and I believe in the future this tool will be amazing to use for business users. And limitations, we don't care about Internet Explorer. I don't care myself because I don't use it. I don't use Mac, so I don't care about to this limitations, but it has a limited support for a Sitecore Experience Accelerator for right now. And many companies, they implement Sitecore with SXA, and this has to be fully supported in my opinion, and I believe that it will be in the future. And it has limited support for JavaScript services. So that said, let's go back to our site. This is the main page, and as a default, you can see it's a page editor, or you can go to analytics, page insights. You can expand, actually not extend, the site. All pages are, and it reflects our, let's go back. So it reflects our content tree. So basically, I have only one item. There's only one item. Okay. The one functionality is like when you make changes to the content, it will save it in 2 seconds. But you have a chance to come back or even forward if you make a mistake. Let's see. It will save. Now you can come back, or you can forward. Let's go back to the original. You can see this is nice functionality. Here is the simulator, but as well you have a simulation inside the page editor. So you can go to iPhone, iPad, and desktop mode. Again, it says iPhone 7. I believe this is initial release. You should have more options like the latest version of iPhones, or iPhone 8, or even Android versions. Same thing with iPad. You should have Android, and you should even have small or large Android tablets. You can rotate this, and I believe they will provide this support for different tablet versions or mobile devices. So it's nice and clean. You have here some publishing option. So when you click the item or page, you can publish from here. It's very quick. It should be quick. Yes. So you can create a page and add a page. Honestly, this is not fully implemented in my opinion, because you cannot do few things. But let's create a page. We select the home item. We can create a page from here, or same thing from here. There is a sample item that is actually, let's go here and you right click, insert the sample item. So it's an insert option. So if you don't have this insert option set up in the content editor, you will not be able to add a new page. So once you add the page, you can actually rename it test page. And since this item, let's refresh this. It's also a sample item. This has also insert option. You can see a sample item, or you can see it from here. So that means you can actually create another item or page under this, because it has the insert option. Okay, now we have two pages. But for example, home, if you want to create a page on the same level, it won't, because the reason is this content does not have a insert option for it has a SXA, but not for page. So it's restricted. So in order to make this functionality work, you have to actually come and make sure that your pages or sample pages templates have insert options. So let's create a folder under. So now we have folder, but I didn't like this location. I want to move, and we cannot do it. So you cannot move folders from here, which is not ideal, because you have to go back and forth. The ideal thing is, in my opinion, is that you should do almost everything that you can do with content editor. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to go back and forth. And let's create a folder. Create a page under the folder, and it will fail because this folder is a regular folder without insert options. So there are some limitations right now, but I like it. It's really easy to use. It's a nice, clean, latest technology front end. So let's go back. This is a sample page layout, and this comes with a component, and we can add one more component. You can say add to page, and there is another sample rendering. And this is the functionality where you can drag and drop. It shows you where you can drag. So you can drag to the top, or you should be able to do it to the bottom. Okay, now we have two same components. Let's update let's page title to. The moment that you make changes, it saves automatically, and if you go back to the content editor, you should be able to see the content here. Okay, so since this page as a workflow, it's automatically adds to the workflow, and you can actually submit test, submit to the workflow. It goes to approve and submit again, and it's published. The workflow is not complete, or it's a test workflow. So if you approve, it's automatically publishes. It's confusing if you don't know this. It's asks you to publish again, but if you have the changes, you can publish the page from here. But basically, it's nice to have the workflow here and see which state it is and modify it. This was not very clear because it's hidden. If you want to, for example, delete the component sample rendering, so here you delete it. It's done. What else we have for page editing? One thing that you have to do it manually. Let's select this one, and this will not work. I was surprised why it's not working, but then I went back to the documentation. It says update style sheet. So I didn't really try to do it. I'm not sure which style sheet to update. It says before you can use the alignment and indentation features in the rich text editor in Horizon, you must define a number of styles in your style sheet. Okay, so that's why this doesn't work. Anyways, what else for the page editing? So we did page edit. Now let's go to analytics. Analytics is also nice, but here is analytics and the main analytics documentation, and you can see there are a bunch of functionality. And let me go back to release notes. Right now it supports only a subset of analytics, and again, this is a first version of Sitecore Horizon. That's why in the future I believe there will be more support. But if you come here at the same functionality, it has only the real analytics has like 7 metrics, and this has only 4, and a bunch of other functionalities. So, and I'm not really familiar with analytics, so I cannot talk too much. But nice and clean. You can see the metrics based on the page. And if you want to go back, you click edit. One more thing that I want to mention is a simulator. Okay, so this is a simulator. It's like a preview, and you have a timeline. So timeline means that you should see the item when it's changed. You should go to the previous version and see the item. You can see we made a change here. That's why you can see it. But if I had to change another date, it would be visible here. Okay. One thing, let's go back. About simulator. What if my change is in 2017? So I couldn't find out how to actually navigate to. It will be nice to probably go through years or visualize a bigger perspective. Otherwise, for 6 months, you have to scroll manually. And let's close it. I want to go back again. I want to mention one more thing about here. You can see there's no change on this home page right now. So let's make a change. So this home page, and I want to add content, and let's see if this will show it. So it's saved. Go to simulator, and content it doesn't show because I believe because I'm an admin, and admins when they create update content, it doesn't create a new version. But if I would come here to the home page and create a new version, and usually business users, when they made update to an item, Sitecore creates a new version, and save it and come back, and let's see. Again, I don't see any versions. I can delete, but I cannot really delete a version from here. That's also a limitation in my opinion. So when we came back, you can see now it shows you what time we made the update. So there are two ways to see the previous versions, either when you create a new page or if you create a new version. Um, I think it should be okay. That's how Sitecore behaves anyways. So my impression, I really like this tool. It's nice, fast. There are nice functionalities where you can publish, you can uh, see the workflows, you can add components, add pages. But since this is brand new, it looks like it needs a bit more work, because I should be able to at least move this. I should be able to add insert options like in the content tree. And as well, I should be able to have different devices, not stick with iPhone 7. I would follow this Sitecore updates, and in the future, I don't think like far future, Sitecore is very good to provide new packages and updates, and this will be probably amazing tool. I hope you enjoyed this video, uh, and Happy New Year. Take care. Bye.